Failure does not hold me back, it pushes me. Hi, my name's Okocha Obasi. I'm 22 from London, currently in my studio. I'm a freelance graphic designer and art director. I am a feature producer at Somerset House currently. I'm also one of the faces for Here Still, which is a brilliant media company everybody needs to check out. And I also run Racine and Tongue and Teeth, which is a zine publication and club night. I'm here with Adobe and Intern today, and we're going to be talking about my F word. Super excited, but also a little bit nervous to see what comes up. But yeah, let's get straight into it. I had such an artistic background my entire life, so for as long as I can remember, I've always been doing something inherently creative. Doing creative subjects from a young age basically teaches you to take risks. I've had such a long creative journey that failure is just so a part of my practice of who I am. And it's not something I necessarily, or not something anymore I necessarily like try and shy away from. It's something I welcome and I'm very organic with. I think maybe how my relationship with failure has evolved over, however many bloody years. From when I was sort of doing my foundation up until like my first year of uni, I realised like I was very, very harsh on myself. Things didn't come out the way I wanted them to, or like just getting burnt out from working too hard. And then I'd see that as a failure because I'd be like in my head like, oh my gosh, you lazy bastard, why are you not getting up and doing work? But at the time I didn't realise it's because my body and my mind was so burnt out that I couldn't work anymore. But like now, I would say 2 years and about 8 months or whatever, I would now say I'm much more kinder to myself. And like, if I get any inkling or feeling that I'm gonna be burnt out or tired, nah, I call it a day. I'm like, I am having a rest, I am doing some self-care, I'm having a bloody drink or bottle. I just don't think it's worth it. I feel like that because I've had so many, creative or life experiences in my life that I just don't take things too seriously anymore. And I think that's like a really important way to sort of like view anybody's relationship with failure, is that you just get to a point where you just realise that I'm not a heart surgeon, I'm not an NHS worker, I'm valuable to society in a different way, but at the end of the day, I'm not saving lives. And you just get to a point where you realise stress and like being really hard on yourself and not being kind to yourself is only going to do you more harm than anybody else. And sometimes you just really got to have a G&T, put your feet up and chill the fuck out, basically. I don't have any idea what my creative process is. I just feel like day by day, I'm completely shocking myself for like finding out new ways of working, and I'm like taking little bits from here, little bits from there, little bits from there. And like I'm slowly weaving a sort of structure for myself, but that's miles off. I'm still like so far away from like the creative designer or director I want to be, and like the process and style I'm working with, just because I'm still extremely young and I'm still like exploring and experimenting and being, a servant to knowledge. One thing I always say is like, being a creative is a marathon, not a race. Like I'm not trying to get to X, Y, Z in this amount of time. I'm just going to do everything in my own time, learn what I need to do, learn my style, learn more about myself, and then I'll start to learn my creative process. At the moment, I guess I'm just like a mad scientist with my work. Another good thing I've learned from something going wrong is to be very democratic? I can't remember how you said the bloody word. But basically letting everybody say what they need to say and like not being like a dictator. Like it's just very important to like let everybody have their say and their input in a project, and then you can sort of discuss and like critique and yeah, mold round the best sort of solution or answer. I've had a bloody love-hate relationship with this bloody brand or platform, what anybody wants to call it. There were so many times I was like, I'm going to call it a day with this bloody brand. Like, I had enough of it. Like, it's not me enough. And like, I feel like this is a job. This is not something which is fun. And I feel like that's when I was making it for other people. Now, like, I'm creating it for myself. It doesn't feel like a job. And any project or business anybody starts up with, like, you have to go through that process of realizing, what the hell is it? And I feel like with racing, we've been going through them wars. And like now I feel like any business or project you start up with, they're like your boyfriend, girlfriend or whatever, or like partner. You're gonna fight, you're gonna break up, and you're gonna keep it going because you're both in it together. And that is exactly what starting a business or project is. And I feel like me and Racine have just, got back together officially. And there's nothing stopping us now. So I feel like it doesn't always work out as you always want it to be. And I think that's the whole point of failure, or like failing, or like realizing things don't work as much. It's like, again, it's this organic process you build with something. And the more you fail, the more right questions you know. So I just feel like for anybody starting up their own business or like project, my 3 things is it's gonna fuck up, keep at it, and create it for yourself, not any other person. It's got to be for yourself first, and then with that you understand what you're really facilitating as a brand or as a creative. 1,000 wrong mistakes or 1,000 correct answers, and that's just fact. You have to fail in order to know what to do. Like, failure is your friend, not your enemy, and you'll be surprised what failure can do for you. And I think that's all I've got to say for my F word. I know there's a few F words in there. Apologies. I hope this was useful. Yeah, just keep on failing. It's a lot of fun, kind of.